Alright, what is going on, guys? Baller TV back, and today we're back with some more NBA 2K20. Today we're rebuilding the Miami Heat. So I have to say, I like a lot of the things the Heat have done. They've done a good job of staying relevant while stacking young talent. Obviously signing Jimmy Butler keeps them a 41-win team at this current state of the NBA. Getting Bam Adebayo, what'd they get him at? 13? Is that right? 14? I mean, that's a amazing pick at 14. He's a great young center. I'm really a big fan of Bam. Kendrick Nunn, I'm an Illini fan, so I obviously know who that is. Getting him undrafted, he was a great talent coming out of college. That's a good pickup right there as far as talent goes. Derrick Jones Jr. is a good job getting an athletic wing. Duncan Robinson, another undrafted guy, and then Tyler Hero also was a good pickup in the late lottery. This team's done a good job of stacking talent, and they've done a good job of hitting their draft picks. The only thing that I don't think that they are, I think they're kind of in a limbo because I don't think this team can beat the Bucks. I don't think this team could beat any of the contenders in the West. I mean, I think this team can be a conference finals team. I think they could beat the Raptors. I mean, it'd be a good series. I think they could beat the Celtics. It'd be a good series, but I don't think they can take down the Bucks. So this is obviously the start today, so we can't do anything right now. But my goal in the first offseason is to kind of trade some of these contracts, like Goran Dragic. I think he has a team or player option right on his contract. No, he's done. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. But like, does Kelly Olynyk have an option? Yeah, we want to trade away Kelly Olynyk. We want to trade away Andre Iguodala. I like Myers Leonard a lot. Illini fan, obviously, but we don't want to bring him back. We want to get rid of these big contracts so we can start trying to really bring in some more talent to this team because this team is close, but they're just not ready to contend yet. So if I have to strip that down and trade away Butler to become a contender, I will. But I'm not going to just, count on that. So that's the plan of the offseason, guys, is to kind of strip down some of these aging contracts, get some more talent on this team, and maybe not contend in the first year, but maybe in the second year we're ready to go. So that's my plan, guys. I'm going to hop into the start today. I'm going to finish the regular season out, and I'll see you most likely in the first offseason. Okay, right here I'm trying to trade away Iggy, the 21st pick and 24th pick for the 10th pick. I'm not expecting this to go through, but I'm going to at least try. Okay, cool. That actually worked. So now we have the 10th pick in the draft, which will definitely give us a much better option to get a good player who actually can impact the team next year. Alright guys, here's the 10th pick. I'm going to go ahead and take Cole Anthony. I think he's the best prospect available. He develops pretty well, and he can be a good starting point guard for this team when we're trying to contend. That'll also allow me to keep Kendrick Nunn and keep him on the bench where I like him a lot better as like a six-man type of player. So all in all, this should be a pretty good fit for the team. Alright guys, I know this is kind of a crazy blockbuster trade, but I'm going to go ahead and make it because I have a bad feeling that Jimmy Butler is about to start regressing, and I do not want to be paying $35 million a year to somebody who's going to regress for the next 3 years, and he's on contract for all 3 of those seasons, while Donovan Mitchell is 23 years old and A-plus potential, and we also could use a good caliber starting shooting guard. I don't think you get a trade like this very often, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up Mitchell. Then I'm just going to trade away Conley. And yeah, that's that. I've got a really great person coming in free agency to fill Jimmy Butler's star void, and I think this team is going to be a lot better for this trade. Alright, this is not that big of a trade, but I just wanted to show you what I was doing with Conley. Trading him for a first-round pick. It's his contract completely off the books, and this team, the Heat, have no draft capital at all, so we need every pick we can get. Alright guys, here's your roster for the start of year number 1. We got Cole Anthony at the point guard, Donovan Mitchell at the shooting guard, Rodney Hood at small forward, Anthony Davis, I went out and signed him. I know I get him a lot, but I do think that he was at one point talking to the Heat a little bit. He was kind of rumored. He wanted to go to a bigger market, so I feel like this is kind of like a realistic destination for him. I don't think he'd leave LA, but I could see him leaving for a team like the Heat if he did. And then Bam Adebayo at center still. And then the bench, we have Rondé, our six-man currently, Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, Jordan Bell, and Furkan Korkmaz. So this team is definitely better than last year for sure. I think this team is really solid. I don't think we'll contend this year, but I think we are building a very good base of a contender. I think that maybe year number 2, this team could be already trying to win a championship. So I'm going to hop into year 1, guys. I'm super excited to see how we're going to do this year. We should be a playoff team, and I will see you at the end of it. Alright, to end your 1, Stephen Curry wins MVP. That's a nice change of pace. It's usually almost always Luka or Giannis. LaMelo Ball is Rookie of the Year. Schroeder's 6-man. Defensive player is Kawhi. Kristaps is Most Improved. And Brad Stevens of the Celtics wins Coach of the Year. So we went 56 and 26 as you can see. Okay, that is not the All-NBA team. I was like, wow, Cole Anthony on the All-NBA second team? That is insane. There is Anthony Davis. I assumed he made it. And he's on all defensive first team as well. And then we just saw Cole Anthony as all rookie second team. So we had a pretty good season. We finished with the 3rd seed in the East. I'm definitely happy with that. We're taking on the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round. I'm not sure who they still have. I'm sure it's Simmons, Embiid, Tobias, Horford, all those guys. Yeah, there's Simmons, Embiid, Kevin Love now. Interesting. Josh Richardson, Al Horford, Tristan Thompson as well, Matthias Steibel still, and there's the rest of the squad. So I'll show you the stats real quick that we had before we hop into this series. Davis was our best player. Mitchell was a great second option. Bam had a good season. Hood played pretty well for the most part, but as you just saw, he's cold right now. Cole Anthony had a pretty good rookie season. Tyler Hero played well. Nunn played well, and then that's the rest of the stats. So I was pretty happy with how we did for sure this year. All right, let's hop into the series. Here we go. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to them as well. What the hell is happening, boys? What is happening, boys? Okay, at least we won 1 game if we get beat here. Or at least we won 2 games if we get beat here. At least we won 3 games if we get beat here. We come back from down 3-0. Let's go. I love to see it. And now we're taking on the Brooklyn Nets in the second round. So they should still have Durant. Yep. Kyrie, sure thing. There's Dinwiddie, Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan, Karis LeVert. So pretty much just another pretty similar team. They haven't made many moves between the start of the day that we started on and this season. So here we go. They got us in the first our video last year, or my last video, excuse me, in this round right here. So this might be a tough one, but we'll see. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to them. And they beat us in 5. So they beat us in 5 last video as well. So no surprise there. We have nobody to hang with Durant at all. So that's no shock to me. They should go to the finals here unless the Cavs make some miraculous effort, which would be insane. Looks like they're going to, and they did. The 8 seed Cavs is about to win the finals. The 8 seed Cavs has won the finals. Is Sexton the finals MVP? Drummond, okay. You don't see that every day. Alright, so fortunately for us, we had a swap best with the Houston Rockets, and they gave us the 8th pick from that, so that's super solid. We're trying to trade away the 8th pick, my 2nd round pick. Rodney Hood and Furkan Korkmaz for the 2nd pick. I was going for 3, but the Lakers can't trade their pick in back-to-back years, I guess. There's one player I really want. We were really bad in the wing this year. There's a very good wing at the top of this draft, if you guys remember who that is. So I'm really trying to get this pick right here, and it works out. Perfect. So we just got rid of 2 contracts I didn't really want in the team next year anyway. And we're also getting my guy who I wanted to draft in the first place. So that was a very, very solid trade. Alright guys, right here I'm trading away Rondé and Jordan Bell for Precious because he's a good young backup power forward. And he'll be in a small contract, be a great guy off my bench. And it also clears up whatever you're losing here. It says $6.83 million, but we're going to trade away Damian Lee. So that's about $14 million we're going to clear up. So that would give us more flexibility to sign some people who want to in this free agency period as well. So this trade is going to be a big one for us, I think, at some point in this video. Alright, so with the 2nd pick, I'm taking Jonathan Kuminga. I'm sure most of you knew that's who I wanted. We need a good small forward. In this huge free agency period, there might be a Kawhi or Giannis, but I'm not sure I'll be able to get him or not. So I definitely want to make sure I have a good option for next year, and Kuminga is going to be a beast. So this is kind of just a logical pick. Alright guys, here is a look at the team for the start of year number 2. So the starting lineup is basically the same, except we have Jonathan Kuminga in here now, obviously. Here's the problem. So 6, I'm fine with Tyler Hero. 7, I'm fine with Precious. But past that, our bench really probably got a lot worse. We have Boban, Jeremy Lin, and Mario Hezonja now. I almost brought Giannis, but we had a cap issue because I had to match Bam's max contract and Donovan Mitchell's max contract. Both got before I could sign Giannis, and then I didn't have enough money for him afterwards. So then once I matched those 2 contracts, I didn't have money to sign any more bench players. So basically, I had to sign these 3 on the minimum, and yeah, we were left having what we had, and the rest we kind of regressed. So I think this team should be still pretty good. The bench is definitely going to be an issue, but the starting lineup is pretty solid. So I'm going to hop into year 2, guys. This team definitely could see some trades. If I make any big ones, I'll show you, but if not, I will see you at the end of year number 2. Alright guys, so to end year number 2, Luka Doncic wins MVP. Rookie of the year, excuse me, is Cade Cunningham. Bol Bol, 6-man. Defensive player is Giannis. Most improved, James Wiseman. And then our coach, Eric Spoelstra, wins Coach of the Year as we finish 67 and 15. So here's the All-NBA teams here. Nobody on the first team. Nobody on the second team. There's Anthony Davis on the third team. And then here's the defensive teams. There's Anthony Davis again. And then rookie teams, there is Jonathan Kuminga. So we had a pretty successful season, obviously winning 67 games, only losing 15. Not too bad. I think, honestly, that I usually stack a ton of firepower on these teams, and the chemistry is just terrible. And I honestly think that it leads to us having, less success than it would if I just built a more traditional team. So honestly, maybe losing some of that bench depth might have helped us. Who knows? So here's our player stats. Anthony Davis was definitely our MVP. Mitchell had a good year as well. Tyler Hero was a great six-man. Phenomenal six-man. Bam played well. Cole Anthony played well. Kuminga played well. And here's the rest of the stats. So taking on the Toronto Raptors in round number 1. Again, guys, I always say this, but I apologize if you can hear something in the background. I don't know what's going on in my house. Something's always going on, and I'm sure you can hear stuff in the background all the time. So I apologize for that. I hope I will only be here for another month and a half. I'll be back at college, and I'll be recording in peace again. So don't worry about it for too much longer. The Raptors is who we're taking on in the first round, and they have Kawhi Leonard again. I saw that they were signing him in free agency. Pascal Siakam still, Will Barton, Terrence Davis, Nikola Mirotic, Denzel Valentine, Dennis Smith Jr., and then there's the rest of the team. So they've got Kawhi, but their team is definitely worse than it was in their championship season. So we'll see if we can handle them. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to them. Game 3 goes to them. If I lose in the first round, I'm throwing a tantrum, bro. I am throwing an absolute tantrum. Oh my God, bro. Are we going to lose in the first round to the Raptors? Figure it out. Figure it out. Thank you. And now we're taking on the Brooklyn Nets. They still have Durant. They still have Kyrie. They still have basically the entire team. They have Christian Wood now instead and a few new players. But for the most part, this team is exactly the same. So hopefully we're better. Hopefully we can handle them this year. We have upgraded wing depth. Hopefully we can handle Durant. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to us. Game 5 goes to them. Game 6 goes to us, and we win in 7. And that is a near repeat of last series. That gave me anxiety. So now we're taking on the Chicago Bulls. They have Giannis, of course, Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr. This is a solid starting 5. My God, that's a good starting 5 built by a CPU. And then here is their 5 off the bench. So this is a tough team, man. These guys are really good. How they were a 7 seed, I don't know. They're way better than a 7 seed. So here we go. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. Game 5 goes to us. And we win in 6. Okay, now we're taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's see who they've got. I'm sure they've got D'Lo, Karl-Anthony Towns, probably Anthony Edwards if I had to guess. No, they took Tyrese Halliburton with what pick? 8. Okay, that actually makes sense. I figured their pick would be higher than 8. So they've got their big 2 with D'Lo and Cat. Then they have Tyrese Halliburton, David Bertans banging some threes for him. That's a lot of three-point shooting right here, man. Karl-Anthony Towns with an A+ three-point shot is ridiculous. I hope that never happens in real life. I mean, I know he's a decent three-point shooter, but A+, that would be scary. Okoye, and then here is the rest of the team. I'd love to see Melo get a ring, but not this year, man. Just hold off for one more year. Here we go. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. Game 5 goes to them, and we win in 6. Let's go. The championship streak continues through another video as the Miami Heat win the championship, and Anthony Davis is your Finals MVP. Alright, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and please subscribe. I've been trying to grind out these rebuilds lately. I've been trying to improve the quality and the efficiency of the time. So I hope you guys are enjoying kind of this newer style with the shorter videos. Once again, I apologize if there's any background noise. My videos, like always, I can't control that. Next up, I think we were doing the Sacramento Kings, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, guys, other than that, thanks for watching again, and I'll catch you in the next rebuild.